Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. In the last episode, we entered the Underdark for the first time and began our initial exploration, making our way through the entrance and starting to kind of explore the area. And that's pretty much all we really got to. Gathered up a whole bunch of oil barrels, which are now safely in our camp supplies. So, maybe we'll take advantage of those at some point. But we're back at camp because we're kind of needing a long rest a little bit. And so that's what we're going to do. Want to have a couple of chats before we do that. So let's get into it. And one of the first ones I want to talk to a bunch is Paulson, because we really haven't talked to him much yet.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
Alright, so I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
Alright. What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found.
Alright. And this shadow curse you spoke of? It can't be that bad.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise. But the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
Alright. Do you know how the shadow curse can be stopped?
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
Alright. It seems like you feel responsible for this shadow curse somehow.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the shadow curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
Alright. And how will the grove fare without you?
Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her.
Who?
Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the grove in my absence.
Alright. Sounds like the grove will be in good hands then.
Indeed.
It can't have been easy surrendering your title. Won't you miss being first druid?
Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oakfather's creations.
Alright, and how you doing?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here firsthand.
You'll find plenty of books before long. I keep coming across them everywhere.
Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
Alright then. And let's chat with Karlak.
What's on your mind?
It sounds like all we need to do to fix your engine is find some infernal iron, which we did.
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
Right, you and Mizora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
You think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
Alright, I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Alright, well, we'll change the subject. What do you know about the city of Alterel falling into Avernus?
Wasn't all that long ago. I never knew the whole of how and why, but I remember the devils slavering with delight. I should have looked after the Elterans more. Gone out of my way to make sure they were all right. The long and short of it was, I didn't want to risk my neck. I let them get on with the nightmare, same as I had to. But Avernus is no place for decent folk. I'm glad they got out. So glad.
Alright. And let's go with Lae'zel before we rest. Anything new to say?
Speak.
No. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go to bed. I'll split off another camp supply pack. Oh?
I promised I'd be back.
You again.
Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Tell me who you are.
It's complicated. But I'm an adventurer. Just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a Mind Flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. But to do that, we'll need to think beyond local healers. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
So, what is the sickness?
The absolute sames are not yet clear to me, but its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. You witnessed it yourself with Priestess Gut. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be Mind Flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
So how is it that you protect me?
I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
What is going on over there?
The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Okay then. Looks like Scratch has something he wants to say.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
So what have you got there?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
All right then. Sure, we'll pet the dog again. I received a bone. Very well. Alright, we'll keep the same party, so let's head out. Alright, where are we at and where are we headed? We are headed west. Have
Timask and Torchstalks. Hell of a combination. Get confused by one, blown up by the other.
I see. Gale?
You have my attention.
Uh-huh. Okay, then that is temporary. Guess you can't fire through the cloud.
Let's explore.
Let's just get rid of as much of this as I can. There's something over there. All right, let's just I see. I guess I was a little too close to that one. Dead
In for
Duragar.
a surprise?
Oh, let's switch.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Myconid.
Corpses. These creatures did battle with Dwergar.
Dwergar. Alright, well, let's go find out what's over here.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Let's see. We'll go with the persuasion option. I'm a traveler seeking adventure. Sure. We'll take the bardic inspiration. Not a great roll, but we cleared it.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
All right then. Let's go meet this Sovereign. Just follow this Myconid.
Might be enough to cover rent.
Oh, we got someone over here. But we will hold off. Liberbang. Are we just being led in a circle now? I think we're just being led in circles.
It's planting spores. The Myconid means to raise the dead.
Indeed. These creatures are mightier than they look.
Balin, where are you?
Alright, well, I guess we'll explore around on our own a little bit. Hello?
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
Can you describe him?
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
Can't say I have. Haven't seen him.
Right. Never mind.
I could look for him for a price. Or, no, need some help finding him.
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
So, who is he to you?
My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
Alright, you apparently have wares. Alright, I'll do some shopping. Just a sec. Alright, did my shopping. Oh, I need to put my helmet back on. There we go. And I got some stuff for Will. I got you. Gloves of Hail of Thorns. And an Amulet of Restoration. Let you do some healing.
Keeping the old gun.
Can't give up now. Breathe deep and move.
Alright, let's just start talking to some of these.
The Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
Looks like we found who we're looking
violent
for.
Vision grips you. Dwergar, dark dwarves chopping Myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
I admit, I like this one's approach. A little genocidal, but effective.
Why did these Dwergar attack?
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwergar.
The Dwergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
You harbor a fugitive gnome. Admirable of you.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song.
I guess... Sure, I can handle those Dwergar nearby.
An illusion comes over you. A Dwergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the Circle a service. We will await word.
Alright then. We'll go with the Bard. Planting spores in a corpse. What magic is this?
We breathe life into our enemy's flesh. The dead make a fine host for my growing children.
These spores hold such power. How am I to gain this knowledge?
You may not. The spores hear only the Circle. They dance to no other harmony.
Alright then. Can we talk to the other one over here?
No peace.
Nope. Thula.
Don't.
Alright, well, we failed to save. What's wrong with you?
Dwergar! Slashed me! Poison!
We'll see if we can clear the medicine check to consider what we know of Dwergar poison lore. That's a hard roll. And we got it. Barely.
Like dwarves, Dwergar have innate resistance to poison, and thus no need for intricate brews. Though deadly if left untreated, the poison can be cured by the antidote or natural remedies.
Alright. We can give her an antitoxin. I mean, we have some antidotes on us.
Gods! Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me?
Does there have to be a reason?
Down here? Tends to be. But I'm nearly good to get on my feet. I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me.
Take it easy and tell me what I can do.
Seems you're the helping kind. All right. I need you to rescue my kin. Not charity, mind. We can pay. We're Iron Hand Clan. Best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
Alright, what was this expedition your clan were on?
Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual. But our work pays well. Help my clan, and we'll make it worth your while, I swear.
Failed an insight check. Alright. We'll do what we can.
Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here. I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dwergar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Boots, you say? Boots of Speed. Click heals. I'll take those. Ah, we have somebody over here. Blurg. Another traitor.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi.
You're a hobgoblin. I've never seen a hobgoblin like you before.
The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep?
A Mind Flayer infected me with a tadpole. We'll go straight to the truth.
Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power?
We'll give them the rundown.
You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omelium!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zerkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside his head, but he hasn't turned.
No seromorphosis? That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
And illithid is your friend? How is it possible?
I have broken free from the Elder Brain's yoke. I no longer serve the grand design. I ask that you refrain from violence, while I respect that your opinion of my kind may not change.
What is the grand design?
A collective quest to eliminate the Gith and enslave all other humanoids. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
All right, let's go with it.
As the Meloan's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
What happens if that stasis goes away?
I can only theorize, but I suspect your transformation would be both agonizing and instantaneous.
I thought it was always agonizing, Omelium.
Well, yes, but that wasn't my point.
Can you extract it?
No. It appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma.
That doesn't sound ideal.
It is not ideal. The process would surely kill you. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination.
We'll tell him about the strange Mind Flayer ship we're on.
A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion.
Alright, well, thanks for the information.
Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
Bypass? What kind of alchemy are we talking about?
A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
Alright, lovely. So where do I find these mushrooms?
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mystra as a cleric.
Why would a cleric have a bunch of dangerous mushrooms?
She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
Alright, I'll come back when I find the mushrooms.
May your travels be safe and swift.
Alright, well, it looks like Blurg is...
Anything like it, Blurg. Is my species evolving?
Okay, Blurg is a shop as well, so maybe I'll do some shopping here, but I think we'll end the episode right here. And we'll continue our exploration of the Underdark when we come back. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.